Yes, people, welcome back again to Danny AFC TV. It's 10 p.m. live. So, of course, well, especially if you like YouTube, it must mean it's Danny AFC TV time. First thing, guys, please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Uh, Different bits and pieces of football news today. I will get the stream out there in a second. I watched a bit of the Hibernian versus Aston Villa game. I might have covered it, but it actually caught me out by the time that it started and etc. But again, as you can see, guys, Scotland, there is one hell of a gap in the gap in difference. Shouts out to Joe Montana, row one. Good evening, my friend. I'm just going to get the stream out there quickly, and we're going to run into Arsenal news, guys. Again, selling, and I'm glad Manny's here. Selling seems to be what we want to do. I've heard madness. I've heard there's been a good offer for Gabriel, hence why he's been off the bench. I heard it was 40 million. Then I heard it was 50 million Real Madrid. And then I heard something crazy. It was 80 million or above from Saudi. At that kind of money, even I'd sell Gabriel. We have been linked with two central defenders today. I do believe they're both left-footed as well. Jules Koundé of Barcelona seems to play right back, centre back, left back, everywhere, but Arteta would like that. And a defender in Germany that we've been linked with for quite a while now, Edmond Top Soda. I reckon there's really something in this Gabriel thing. Come on, at the end of the day, when you're playing Tomiyasu at left back and Thomas Partey at right back, something clearly isn't right there. Or is that just me being a bit paranoid? Like, something is seriously not right there. Tomiyasu is not a left back. Partey is not a right back. So I think there's going to be a change in the defence, guys. Let me get the stream out there. Shouts out to Manny, Linda, Joe. Let me get the stream out there real quick, guys. Hold on 1 second. Let's be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Hold on a second, people. That was an interesting pick. Luca, he's texted me to say Gabriel and Partey will stay. He also told me Mohamed Kudus would join Arsenal. And, well, he didn't join Arsenal. Shouts out to you, though, Luca. Where was I? I was going to get this on WhatsApp now. Let's try and get some of the real ones here. And then we jump into the conversation as you do. You. So sorry, my people. Shouts out to all the real ones on the stream. Again, please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. I'm going to do things backwards today. I'm going to get into my news that I have first. Because I usually do that towards the end, or I don't know, half an hour in, something like that, guys. Who is messaging me? I'll get back to all of you soon. Oh, mate, got to do some car hunting as well later, guys. Car hunting. Definitely not the one. All right, screw people. We'll leave it right there and take it as a chance. Right, Manny, are you still there? What do you think is going on, mate? Why do you believe Thomas Partey is at right back? And why do you think Gabriel is not starting at the club? What is your opinions, people? A lot of attention on TikTok, yeah? Nice. TikTok likes me. That video is not doing too bad. All right, where are we? Let's see what Manny's saying. Shouts out to you, Linda. A huge win for Villa. That's how you recover from Villa. Oh, yeah, Unai Emery, of course. And I did say they were going to start the run now. Listen, Newcastle are a very good team. They narrowly lost at Man City. They're looking very good. Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes in the central midfield. They're going with the two defensive midfielders, not going like Arsenal and Man United. You didn't see last night's stream, Manny, I don't believe. And basically, I've said Erik ten Hag and and Arteta have made the same mistake. So basically, let me round it up quickly. Mount and Havertz. So basically, where it was a McTominay and a Fred alongside Casemiro, last season it was Xhaka and Partey. With now, it's just Rice as a holding midfielder. For Man United, it's just Casemiro as a holding midfielder. And then they've got the more attacking guys of Mount and Fernandes. That's going to fuck Man United ultimately this season. Similar at Arsenal. Rice is going to hold things, and then Havertz and Odegaard is going to be the more attacking midfielders. In I see the idea. It makes us more attacking. It should create more attacks and blah, blah, blah. For me, it hasn't worked so far. We've scored 3 goals against 2 lackluster teams. Good evening. Offend them all, bit. How are you? John, we need some videos again. I've got no ideas, but I will let you know. How are you, brother? What do you think's going on? Why is Partey at right back when we've got Tomiyasu, who is a right back, and we've got Ben White, who played the whole of last season literally at right back? Why would Saliba be left centre back and Ben White right centre back or whatever, and Gabriel on the bench? But then Arteta says he ain't interested in selling him. If you believe that, guys, you believe anything. We can't afford to lose Gabriel. If Arteta persists in using this arse backwards inverted crap, it'll destroy Saliba. He was great on Monday night, but there was a couple of hairy moments. But mate, Saliba is clearly the best defender at the club, if not the best defender in the world and the Premier League. We'll get back to that later. You know, I love Saliba. He's commanding no matter who he plays alongside. What I'm saying is, though, why is Benny Blanco White back in the centre of defence? That there I don't really get. I kind of accepted him last year at right back. Do you know what I mean? Timber's now injured. I expected Ben White to be at right back. Do you know what I mean? So just for Gabriel being there, guys, I'm just going to let you know. Danny AFC TV has said it. It is about finances. Yes, we would have rather Tierney sold for money, but word on road is Tierney's going to go on loan. It could be Celtic. Lokonga, if Brighton don't stump up money, it's going to be a loan. Arsenal trying to insert an obligation, though, with game time, etc. Burnley have pulled out for Lokonga. Arsenal wanted too much money. This is what's happening. Tierney pulled out. Newcastle pulled out for Tierney. Villa pulled out for Tierney. We asked for 40 million. Now it looks like he's going to go on loan. So basically what I'm saying is the Lee Akers, the John Arby's, the Mannies, what I'm really saying is, guys, the biggest worry is if a big offer does drop on the table for Gabriel or Thomas Partey, we're going to sell. We obviously need to clear up some finances here. Or if we wanted Ansu Fati or Edmond Topsoda or Jules Koundé, like has been suggested today, we would have done it already. We would have got Jules Koundé over Kia Havertz. What do we need Kia Havertz for? And to put Kia Havertz at centre midfield and put Thomas Partey at right back is incredible. Lovely, lovely. I'm in the building. Browse, I've been writing some bars for you. Again, it's not ready to release. I've ripped up half of it, but it does start on fire, Lee Akers. And you're absolutely right. What Arteta is doing is stupid. Just stick to the flat back four. It is pretty much a flat back four, bros. What it means is where Declan Rice comes back to help Partey and Saliba, yeah, in theory, Partey and Tommy are supposed to go and help the midfield. Obviously, it works better with Zinni and Timber. As we know, Timber is injured. Flat back 4-4-3-2-1 with Trossard. There's a false name. Problem solved. But no, he just has to be complex. Yeah, or he has to be a dickhead about things. Do you know what I mean? Nketiah, again, 2 mad misses. I don't believe Balogun does that. Why I ask again, does Arteta make every decision for the best of Arsenal Football Club? Whether you loved or hated Wenger, I believed he did love Arsenal and he had Arsenal's best intentions at heart. This guy didn't with Saliba. This guy didn't with Guendouzi. This guy doesn't with Balogun. Do you know what I mean? He wants them gone. I'm doing okay, bro. I give up on these buggers long ago. Nothing surprises me anymore about what we do. Well, as I guaranteed all of you, there'll be no more major signings. The rare ones surprise me, but I do believe, again, whether you call it luck or just by chance, Forest needed a keeper. Man United were fucking them around regarding Henderson, even though they don't want Henderson and Henderson doesn't want to be there. They had to get a keeper in. There's meant to be, is it Bendem Dare or something from Turkey coming in, 4.2 mil. But Man United need the guarantee of money for Henderson going out. Palace could be stealing in for Henderson. We will get into the football news in a moment. Again, with Arsenal, guys, as I said, the intention was to sell Balogun, Tierney, Lokonga, Tavares. If these guys can't leave or it's just going to be loans, we are going to look into the more Partey, Gabriel, and Balogun will go. Do you know what I mean? We've made it clear. He's had an amazing season on loan, 21 goals in France. Come on, this is more goals than Nketiah has got in his career and on loan at Leeds. So Balogun will go a decent money, I reckon about 35 mil. Thomas Partey, 35 mil maybe. And it depends what could have been offered for Gabriel. Something's definitely going on with Gabriel. It's not an attitude problem, hence what Arteta loves to blame people, Saliba, Guendouzi, etc. It's we've been offered a lot of money problem, it seems. And obviously, he must feel he's got a left-footed replacement out there. Tom Soda, Jules Koundé, perhaps. Do you know what I mean? Have we been talking to Barcelona? But guys, 9 days to go. What is going to happen? Keep an eye on Neto at Wolverhampton. I have been told Arsenal could come in very late on Wolverhampton. I'm sure they're going to try and fight that because everyone is leaving Wolves, and even Man City and Liverpool are sniffing around Mateus Nunes, their little Portuguese midfielder. £100 million. I shout out to Yui on this. Evan Ferguson. Now, again, this wouldn't be this year. People have said, this season. It wouldn't be January, I wouldn't imagine. But allegedly, yes, after the Balagons and who knows, the Nketiahs go, we could have a life of a Brighton striker, but Brighton will charge us through the roof. Evan Ferguson has been linked with a £100 million move to Arsenal. Jules Koundé is ready and waiting by the phone. Allegedly, he is in the loop that he could be leaving Barcelona for £55 million. Ansu Fati allegedly is in the same sort of boat. They won't let him go on loan. A deal between £60 and £80 million, possibly in add-ons, whatever, could be done for Ansu Fati before the end of this transfer window. Gabriel Magalhaes can leave Arsenal. Guys, I'm telling you, Thomas Partey, bang. There's all possibilities he could still leave Arsenal. Crystal Palace allegedly want Tomiyasu. Surely not. I couldn't see this still going on. He's now our emergency right back, left back, centre back. He could even play in goal as Tomiyasu. But allegedly, Palace would pay up to £20 million for our Japanese international. Thierry Henry says, the Premier League bets watch out for Man City's new signing, Jeremy Decour. Pepe is gone. Tierney could go on loan, guys. As you can see, the selling hasn't gone according to plan again. Danny AFC TV radio is coming. I have done the necessary talking to Fresh. I just have to go down, put virtual DJ onto my computer, get the login materials for his radio station, Fresh FM London, I do believe it's called. And I press play and I go. And I need to get a bunch of music on my laptop. Shouts out to all the real ones, to Phil, to Linda, Ty's in the building, Joel Montana. Lakers, I've got to give you a call after the stream regarding tickets. Right, I'm just sitting here thinking, slurping on my coffee, I'm thinking we could have spent our money more wisely. Well, again, I always criticising Arsenal for doing their business very late. But look at this Jeremy Decour. Everything I've seen of him, guys, at 19 years old, £50 million, he looks like a bargain. I've said we've needed a winger for a long time. Fuck Trossard, fuck Nelson. But no, we spent 65 million on Kia Havertz. Next for Man City will be a central midfielder. Mavropanos is official at West Ham, £19 million. City bid for Mateus Nunes. Liverpool are watching him also. West Ham, £35 million bid for Kudos has been rejected. But then we hear later on West Ham are very close to the deal. Their version of Edu, their director of football, is in Holland. Lukaku wants a move to Juve. Allegedly, though, Dusan Vlahovic does not want to come to the Premier League. Alan St. Maximan, I know he was always on his way to Saudi. I didn't know it got completed. £25 million. That's quite a good deal. Chelsea are at it again, buying all the Brazilian kids and every other motherfucker that walks. Santos striker, David Washington. He's 18. He's costing at Chelsea £20 million today. Chelsea will now decide whether he goes straight into first team action. Brozier is back for Chelsea as well, or if he'll go out on loan. Henderson, Palace are in the mix, and Nottingham Forest are trying to get him there with a promise of a number one. Fuck Matt Turner. Ryan Gravenbach, or Gravenbach, whatever, the Bayern Munich midfielder. 2 Premier League bids. 1 allegedly is Liverpool. Kudos to West Ham is basically done. And man, guys, as I said, whether it's Luca, shouts out to you, bro. Why hasn't he started for the first 2 games? Why is Thomas Partey at right back? Why is Tommy Yasu at left back? Bro, something is obviously going on. I'm not saying it was Arteta's first choice, but if a massive bid from Saudi has come in, you know Arsenal are greedy. We want a bit of that Saudi money. Wrong, I like that. Quick one for me, long day. Fabrizio said he is staying. Screw Fabrizio. Again, as I said, preferably it would have been Tavares, Lokonga, Tierney. Now, nobody wants Tierney. Villa, they've all gone cold. Newcastle have already signed a £26 million player that will go up another 7 million. Lewis Hall. Villa don't want him, even though they're getting rid of Digne. Who knows? Villa could come back in for him. But Villa or Celtic seem to want to loan him. Tavares, loan to Germany. Lokonga, probably a loan to Brighton. So we're going to have to sell. Balogun, yes. But I reckon if a good bid comes in for Partey or Gabriel, they're gone. I think we'd rather sell Partey because he's got his replacement, Kia Havertz, even though I don't know why. But wow, I don't know. I wish the transfer window was closed now. Great here. Come to him, Clarkson. That's not my name, Phil. Only Dan Dan calls me that. You don't know, innit? I like the idea of Kunde, and at least Arteta has a better idea of sticking. Well, he hasn't really. He's put a right back there who didn't play very often last season and is very injury prone. Even though I know I'm not attacking Tommy Yasu for that. I reckon if they'd been coming for Tommy, you know what I mean, he would have went if it wasn't for this Timber injury. Here's a typo on the phone. I'm supposed to just type Ty. I love it. I'm playing Phil. I'm here. Got you in the background doing the dishes. That's what we like to hear, mate. Bit of dishes, keeping things clean. Are you doing a watch along tomorrow for the Al Hilal game? What time is it? Very possible, bruvs. Please send me the information. I need someone to do my dishes. Oh my god. I'm going to get a dishwasher for my new place when I get a new place, that is. I'll do them in there and they won't be the only thing I'm cleaning. Here we go. Right, mate. I thought kudos will come. I saw your tweet. We get beaten by West Ham. Mate, I thought kudos will come. I saw your tweet. We get beaten by West Ham. But we wasn't in for him. Let's be honest with you. All of that Arsenal, Chelsea, kudos talk was just agents, and you know what I mean? Arsenal and Chelsea probably put out a little inquiry, and then we had 35 mil and thought, no, Arsenal could have done something on loan. Ajax said no. Do you know what I mean? They wanted cash for the player. Arsenal, at this moment, again, Luca, as I promised you, ain't in the position. The reason why we got Raya for £3 million is because obviously we'll finance that by Nottingham Forest giving us £7 million down up front for Matt Turner. Can't be Skegness, how I haven't updated since Monday. I hear you, bruvs. I hear you. I hope Skegness is all good. And yeah, as I said, bruvs, this Timber injury, I'll tell you again, Luca, has hurt Mr. Arteta very, very bad. You know what I mean? And I believe at best Arsenal could get a Timber replacement. Someone that bombs down the right. He wants to do this inverted midfielder. Rice comes back to help Saliba Gabriel. Do you know what I mean? As a free, while Zinni and Timber in theory are supposed to be bombing forward and doing the inverted midfield to help out Havertz and Declan. Back Saturday. All good, Mr. Luca. All good. But as I said, guys, there shall be a fat sacrifice. And is Balogun going to be the only sacrifice? Gabriel or Partey could be out the door. Pepe is already gone. We don't want to pay him 140 grand a week no more. Tierney on loan. Palace want Tommy Yasu. Gabriel, I've been told, can go, but it is at the right price. And Sufai is available for... Listen, if we ever... So let's just say we sold Gabriel 60 mil. We sold Balogun 40 mil, 100 mil. And then got a bit of money for Conga and Tierney. I'd expect us to go and blow 110, 120 mil straight with Barcelona for Ansu Fati and Jules Koundé. Jules Koundé is definitely a good defender. I reckon he's better than Gabriel. Top Soda, every time I see him, he seems to have a lot of heart, but I don't know. I get scared of people from Germany. He's not from Germany, he's French, but you know what I mean. Tell you, Elu. I will do. No comment. But guys, do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. I have been told, Luca, that Arsenal fans, we should all keep an eye on the Neto situation at Wolverhampton. We all know, he must have heard the comment. Yui, offend the Marby. Yui has said it as well. Again, guys, we've been told, the Arsenal fans, keep an eye on the... Is it Pedro Neto? I can't remember his first name. I dislike him so much. 100 million. Evan Ferguson, shouts out to you, but it wouldn't be this season. 9 days to go in the window. Jules Koundé ready for a move to the Premier League. Ansu Fati is also ready for a move to the Premier League. Gabriel, guys, I've been told, can go. Why has he not been in the team for the last 2 games? Crystal Palace are ready to pay up to £20 million for Tomiyasu. Tierney could be about to go to Celtic or Spain. Real Betis on loan. And Pepe is on his way to Turkey or Saudi for free. Guys, Balogun, Partey, or Gabriel. This is the only players I can see where we can make money. Lokonga, it looks like a loan. Tavares, I've heard it's going to be a loan. What happened to that 20-30 mil from Forest? I knew it was all bullshit. And I told you first, guys, that he had turned down Forest. Jeremy Doku, guys, as Thierry Henry says, Premier League, be ready. 55 million. I'm already going to quote. It's a 55 million pound bargain. He's going to struggle to get into that team, though. It's a central midfielder for Man City. Mavropanos has touched down at West Ham. City have bid for Mateus Nunes at Wolverhampton. West Ham are very close to a deal now for Kudos. It's about £36.5 million. Lukaku wants to move to Juve. Alan St. Maximan has completed a 25 million move to Saudi. I think it was a week ago, but wow, I didn't know. Santos striker David Washington, 20, obviously Brazilian, 18, sorry. Obviously Brazilian, has signed for Chelsea today for £20 million. We don't know if he'll go into the first team squad or go out on loan. Henderson is on his way out of Man United. It could be a Turkish goalkeeper. Is it Binlendier or something? Henderson, is it Palace or Forest? Ryan Gravenbach is definitely Premier League bound. And guys, what are Arsenal playing at? I can feel a mistake is coming up. Well gone, my people. Well gone, my brother. Shout out to you. I'm sure that's not true. At the right moment. He always does. He knows, isn't it? Manny is back in it. He was, I think. He was. Nothing. He was just saying we won't sell Partey or Gabriel. And I'm kind of disagreeing. I'm saying if we don't get money for Tierney, Tavares, and Balogun, I'm saying we will sacrifice one of our big players. He seems to be trying to piss off Partey. Why would you put him at right back? Like, surely, I don't care if you're a world-class manager like Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp, or if you're a dickhead of a novice like Arteta. Why would you put Partey at right back and Havertz in central midfield? I'd rather see Havertz at right back. Did you hear about who? Montiel going to Forest? Yes, on loan. And never full given up the bright lights of the Champions League for the Premier League money. Oh well, at least he has a World Cup winners medal. And again, bruv, it'll be surprising. This is the difference in the money between, say, Spain and blah blah blah. Bruv, there's probably guys at Cardiff or Middlesbrough and Leeds and whatever in the Championship that earn as much as players at fucking Real Betis. It's crazy. And the Premier League pays, mate. We should go for Koundé. Well, we couldn't possibly get him unless, obviously, Gabriel left. But it's Man United just scrapping around. They want a cheap deal. And they want something guaranteed. Either a fee for Henderson or an obligation. Money's a motherfucker, innit? And they've made the same mistake as Arsenal Football Club. They've brought in Mount. They want two attacking midfielders and one midfielder holding the situation together. For Man United, Casemiro, he's going to get pissed off at that real quick. You know what I mean? And Declan Rice for Arsenal. When he's done the quadruple. What do you mean? Didn't he do that last year? Didn't he do a quadruple last year? Champions League and League. And FA Cup. He's done the quadruple, mate. And he's still there. He loves it. He loves the Man City money. Do you know what I mean? I wondered when Pep won the Champions League, would he leave Man City? But there you go. He's won the Champions League. But mate, let's be honest with you. That could have been the plan. Pep fucks off to Barcelona, Real Madrid, wherever he wants to go, Saudi Arabia, and Arteta may have took over. That plan will be now scrapped. All eyes on Man City will be on another former player, Vincent Kompany, and what he does at Burnley this year. Do you know what I mean? 4 years in a row. What's 4 years in a row? Anyway, whatever to that, I'm just saying Pep will not be replaced by Arteta at Man City. There's not even a chance. Not even a chance. He has done zero to prove. No way, no way. Joe is back in the building. Uncle Joe. What's good, my brother? Joe is back. Bit of a quiet one this evening, 25 minutes into the stream. Now, Gooners out here, what's your hearts and heads saying? I say it's just a right back. And if there is another bonus, it's going to be a fucking Neto or something. I don't know. Someone that can play on the wing or up front. I don't know. I don't believe these Ansu Fati talks. Because if you wanted a major star or someone that's going to cost over Kia Havertz money, why would you have signed Kia Havertz? Well, before the end of this. Well, there is the saying to this. Pep actually has explained this. I don't know. Maybe we should go and stalk the internet and find out. This is what Pep answered. He said, when we played Liverpool or Chelsea or any team in the world, Arteta would celebrate, like, do you know what I mean? We've just won the World Cup. He goes, I kind of always looked over my shoulder when we were kicking the shit out of Arsenal 3-0 with all respect. He never celebrated. He's just sort of stayed there straight-faced. I don't know if this is true, but this is what Pep said. He says, I always knew that if one club come calling for this guy, do you know what I mean? And we're obviously close, that I couldn't say no. So basically what Pep was trying to say is it would have been the end of the season, but it was Arsenal, wasn't it? So there was no choice. Allegedly, Arteta loves Arsenal that much. Yeah, bollocks. Mate, I'd love a little question, a Q&A with Arteta. You've scored 3 and 2. You know what I mean? Your striker's injured. The other one doesn't score. Why are you doing this to Balogun? Why won't you buy a striker? The 65 million for Havertz, etc. Do you know what I mean? Now, if that guy, what's it, Kolo Minari or whatever, I don't know if he's going to be a success at PSG or Arsenal. I'd imagine at PSG, definitely. But he's about 20, French international. Do you know what I mean? Wouldn't he have been worth about the 65 million than Havertz? All this year as well. Most definitely. But again, all eyes on Man City. Do you know what I mean? I reckon they'll wrap up the league. The Champions League. I don't think they've got too much competition there either. Real Madrid, I think I've lost too much in Benzema. Of course, that's what I'm saying. And I'm hearing PSG have put in a 55 mil bid, but they've already made it public that they won't go over 65, whether they get the striker or not. I'm just saying, if they get him for 65 or even 70 mil, a whole 5 million more, I would have signed him rather than Kia Havertz. I don't know. Maybe we've got a deal with Chelsea to help them out. Who knows? Well, we never get any of their kids when they're dishing them out. But they took ours, Hutchison. They'll be all over Athan and Wari as well. Trust me. As a lot of clubs are. And I'll tell you, that's the next one. You know what I mean? Even though I'm not saying throw a 16-year-old into the team. But I'll tell you, he's not big enough to manage this. For once this boy gets cocky or starts screaming for first team football, he'll let him go. He's done it before, he'll do it again. And he does it stubbornly. And then he'll spend £50 million to replace Saliba and then realise he needs Saliba. 35 Vieira, do you know what I mean? 65 Kia Havertz. I don't actually get it. Do you know what I mean? We were strangely linked with him today. Are you talking Aki at Man City? But Man City won't let another defender go. Laporte is just gone. And Aki now can play left centre-back or left-back. And they haven't actually signed the left-back yet. Do you know what I mean? Unless someone's coming through from the academy. I know that Rico, the right-back, has just signed a new deal. Kyle Walker is obviously going to stay. I don't know. What I do know is Tierney won't be going Man City. Do you know what I mean? Do you think Pep Guardiola would make a mistake? No. And I can't believe why everyone in world football seems to have just gone off Tierney. I'm sure he just needs a bit of man management. But again, for me, from what I got told from the northeast, from a couple of sources, is when Newcastle were very serious about trying to sign Tierney for about 30, just over 30 mil, we calmly asked for 42. And then they moved on. Aston Villa have confirmed today that Digne, their left back, can leave. But I know they've got another left back, even though his name ain't coming to the top of my head. And man, would Emery buy Tierney? Not at silly money. Emery, I hear, wants another winger. He's got DRB, he's got Bailey. I'm hearing another winger from perhaps Spain. Right, guys, who is with me? Please be getting the likes on the video. Do subscribe if you're new. Let's try and get the stream out there again. Again, Kolo Minari, mate, that could be a £65 million still. But no, we've done some backward shit. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. Guys, do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. How many likes we got on this video, people? I don't get it. I don't get it. Is that Linda? They're not sharing their comments. Do be subscribing if you're new. 9 likes. Can we get a couple more people? How many likes we got on this video, people? Where is everyone today? Who's that? Sophia. That's a lovely picture of you, girl. Well done. Who are you? All right, let's forget who are you. All right, Digne is an interesting one. He's been magnificent down the wing, but also defensively shaky. Last I heard, they were going for Montiel, Acuna. Yeah, I heard they were going for Acuna as well. I said that the other day, but he's 31. But then again, I do believe he might have worked for him before. But again, it might not be a thing they don't want, KT. It might be they've just been priced out of it. I know you said that twice. You knocked him twice, allegedly, or whatever. Anyway, fuck that. And fuck the phone. Guys, do be getting the likes on the video. Digne, I don't know. Didn't help much at Everton. And for Villa, he looked all right for a few games. And then for me, I don't know. Honestly, he wasn't for me. So, yeah. And I can't remember who their other left-back is. I know they have got a couple. I know they've got Matty Cash and some other fucker at right-back. But they've got a couple of kids coming out of the academy. Have they made a mistake letting Ramsey and that Archer go? These boys are probably asking for first-team football. All right, let's get the phone on. Okay. All right, guys, do get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new. Oh, my God. Why can't I spell again? 2 seconds, people. Lee Akers is back in the building. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to that Akers. Time for them bars. I'm going to let you have a little sneak preview of them, Lee. They're nowhere near ready. I'll put a beat to it. I actually spoke to YouTube. They've actually sent me out. Listen, just use these beats. Some of them are a bit shit, though. But in the hundreds of beats, YouTube sent to me a link. It's called, like, yeah, just free beats, basically. They're like, we won't beef you. Just use these. Tavares, mate, again, like when Yui said that 30 mil wasn't just Yui, they were saying it on Twitter as well. No one's going to pay that money for Tavares. That's why he'll go on loan. But Lee Akers, the bars goes like something like this. I should put on a beat. Yo, this is for Lee Akers. Yo, you fucked with me from the start. I bet you thought I never had the heart. I got a Rambo. It's nice and sharp. My views on popularity keep increasing. If you want beef, I'm always free on the weekend. Ligana, you can't test. You sound like a pussy when you vent. Sounds like a tranny on his streams. Even let a man wank and have a wet dream. Let me just get that right. So, you fucked with me from the start. I bet you never thought I had the heart. I got a Rambo, it's nice and sharp. My views on popularity keep on increasing. If you want beef with me, I'm always free on the weekends. Ligana can't test. He sounds like a pussy when he vents. Sounds like a tranny on his streams. Even lets a man wank and then have a wet dream. But let me put a beat to that and finish that off. That's going to be on fire. Let me check on my car. Guys, do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing. The car is all good and I hear no more noises. Shout out to all the real ones. Lee Akers. Lee Akers. I don't know. I don't know where their beats link is now. You fucked with me from the start. I bet you thought I never had their heart. I got a Rambo, it's nice and sharp. My views on popularity keep on increasing. If you want beef, I'm always free on the weekends. Ligana, you can't test. You sound like a pussy when you vent. You're like a tranny on your stream. Even let a man have a wank and have a wet dream. Something like that. Guys, Babs, again, any left back, I'm sure he'd rather someone with a bit of Premier League experience, but the kind of money Arsenal are asking for the Tavares of the world, why do you think we're having no luck? I'm off to search for stuff on the internet. What are you searching for? What are you searching for? Guys, I'll probably be off a little bit shortly myself. It's a bit quiet out here. What is our final thoughts? What did you think of them bars? People like Lee Akers? Or has he gone again already? Yeah, what was Linda saying? It wasn't showing her comments. Let's get this stream out there. Please, guys, it's all important, man. Get these likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. I'm so close to a couple of things bubbling here. Like, oh, there's got to be a way, innit? There's got to be a way. But I'll talk about all these things on a different day. Who is with me, people? Shouts out to DJ Fresh. Definitely going to be going on Fresh FM soon. Hopefully, it'll get us both subscribers or likes or followers, whatever you call it these days. That's the name of the game, innit? So hopefully, we get a bit of luck out here. Shouts out to all the real ones. Please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. But radio stations, I think we should do that on a Friday night, yeah, because obviously football at the weekend. So I think Friday nights should be radio night, most definitely. And we'll take everything else from there, guys. Right, any final thoughts before I get out of the stream? Guys, obviously this week we have got Arsenal. Who have we got? Fulham. Fulham again, playing decent football. Watched them a couple of times in America. But again, we have had, in my opinion, a very easy start. And things are obviously going to pick up and take pace very, very quickly. As we know, Fulham next. After that, guys, home to Man United. Away to Everton, then home to Tottenham. Away to Bournemouth, home to Man City. Away to Chelsea. Remember, with this easy start, we've got a lot of bastard fixtures coming up. Where are you, Lee? Didn't you even hear the bars? What happened to him? What happened to Akers? And why is the stream so effing quiet? Guys, do we get the likes on the video? Tim Ream should be a 3-1 win. Yes, but they've, again, without actually clicking, even in America, when they drew or got beat, like, they've just been playing well. The Mitrovic thing's going to hurt them. Bros, come on, this is Fulham out here. This ain't Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea. Mitrovic is going to hurt them. He was strong. He annoyed defences like Arsenal's and a lot of others in the Premier League. This is a huge loss. The same way I suppose Ivan Toney is going to be a massive loss to Brentford this season. In the Champions League as our opponents. And you and me watch along. Most definitely, bros. When is the Champions League draw ceremony? Yeah, because we've got to start getting info soon, mate. Trust me. That is the name of the game. Where is my picture of? Oh, excuse me, guys. So sorry, I have to run for a tissue. When is the Champions League draw? I bet it's going to be a horrible one, Manny. We're still trying to get rid of fucking all of our players, mate. I really don't get it why we're trying to get rid of everyone. And again, I promise you, so if it's Partey, Tierney, Gabriel, if it makes financial sense for the club, they'll go with it. Me right now, guys, I don't know. I feel like one of them managers of like a small club, like, I don't know, Stevenage. I feel like saying, mate, let's close this window now, keep what we got. Could you imagine if Tierney is sold and then Zinni gets injured straight away? I keep hearing in terms of how many numbers we've got too many in numbers. And we want to sell up to 7 players. Like, there is Deadwood, there is Tavares. If you don't want him, there is Tierney to get rid of. There is Lokonga. But I could think of people like, you know what I mean? Where's Smith Rowe's minutes? What about your £35 million blowjob Vieira? Do you know what I mean? Where is your boy Trossard? Wasn't he meant to come in and help you in a title? Do you know what I mean? Jorginho's obviously going to be our backup if Rice or fucking Havertz gets injured, because I still feel Partey could go. About a month from now, I'll search again for the draw. Thank you so much. Because I was thinking, man, why is the big delay? But then again, I suppose the transfer window has to close. All the Premier League teams have to announce officially their 25-man squad, which Man City, I do believe, have already done. Cancelo is not in their 25-man squad, so he can't play league football this season. And obviously, they're going to admit him from their Champions League squad as well. Very, very interesting, people. Guys, do be getting the likes on the video and do be subscribing if we is new. And Manny, yeah, my soldier tonight. Manny's the man in the match clearly tonight. The draw is in a week from now, 31st of August, just before the September. Before the September. I knew it. I've been trying to get out these sneezes. I'm going to go. That's what I mean, yeah. You want to get all your teams done. You want to make your signings. And then, yeah, officially tell the world your 25-man Champions League and League squad. Al Hilal. I've been told they're playing tomorrow, bros. Do you know what time that'll be? Wow. Excuse me, guys. Fucking rotten. I'm going to start covering more games. Definitely. It's Al Hilal tomorrow, yeah? Let me quickly check the sky up while we're here, guys. Alright, live football today. Forget today. Tomorrow. Aberdeen Europa League. I can't see it. Is it tonight very late or is it early hours? Chelsea Luton Friday. Where is Al Hilal? Alright, they don't talk about the Saudi League on this particular app. Interesting. I'll have to go and search myself later. We say for the Champions League games. Mate, I have a feeling like, all right, let me give you an example. Let me tell you a definite. If like Tavares and Balogun wasn't sold, they're going to be admitted from our Champions League squad and our league squad. And I will give you that as a guarantee. Tomorrow, all right, shouts out to Linda. She's tried to send me what's going on. Al Hilal. It says 7 p.m. So I take it, what's that, UK time? What time for the UK? Saudi League. All right, cool. So that's, most of the games are 7 o'clock tomorrow in Saudi. So we have to go and see which players play for who. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, because yeah, that's exactly what we need. So I probably will be covering some of the Saudi League. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. Manny, have you got any final thoughts? Hold on. I do hope Trossard and Tierney will be safe for the Champions League games. Arteta can't be that stupid to put his new formation crap against the big teams in our group, could he? To be honest with you, brothers, if it works so far, he's one of them guys. Until it's broken, he won't fix it, just like Ramsdale. Do you know what I mean? I do believe Raya is the intended number one, whether it's in 1 game, 1 month, or 3 months. I don't know, bro. I was feeling a bit flat. There was no UE, there was no Liakers. There's Manny here. Manny is definitely man of the match. And it was just a bit flat, bros. And I was pissed off again, bros. I felt these lights. You know what I was thinking of doing, bros? So I phoned up about 100 of these Turkish LED shops in Stokey, Dalston, Edmonton, Stoke-Newington. Bro, they all told me no. And the only ones that tried to fuck with me are telling me send pictures. Bros, my energy's up. Get that energy up, bros. My energy's always good. Seriously. I do have a bit of things to do, though. Car hunting, bros. Like, yeah, my car's come to the end. Bro, what's the last thing you banged? It'd be illegal to say on the stream, bro. Seriously. Everyone will get into their feelings, bro. Seriously. I'm just that guy. What can I say? Boy. I fuck every day. Take it to an Asian mobile phone shop. Repair PC and that. Rah. But then they won't have the solder on that, man. All right, I'm going to phone Easy and ask him about this. Which Indian can specialize in this easy? Seriously. Because, bro, all these Turkish fucking sign shops, they make the sign, the bastards, yeah, but they can't fix it. Fuckers, them. And even when I did approach a Turkish company, I was like, bro, how can I fix this sign? Or, like, do you know a link in London, anything? He's just like, I'll be buying you one, special price. Rip to shreds. What, Havertz in midfield? Rip to shreds. All we can do is hope a few players' futures get resolved. And tell you what, if we don't score 3 against Fulham, forget about the league. Bro, man, we haven't got 3 against Forest and Palace. Like, yeah. Don't know. Everything comes from Turkey, damn man, just sell it. Oh, look, someone out here must be able to. Wow, who the fuck are you? Siri found a contact. Ad, what do you mean, Ad? Who the fuck are you? 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. Who is this? Is the only way to respond to that. Guys, I think I need to cover some. If I was to cover this, the Saudi League tomorrow, Mani or Yui, which game would it be? Al Hilal, are they the dons of the Saudi League? I have to take a look what's going on in Saudi, bros. Seems smaller. If Haaland gets injured, it could be interesting. But this is where Alvarez has got to come in. They couldn't bring in a third striker, bros, right about now, but I bet they've got one in the academy. Do you know what I mean? Ready to go. Because, again, with the Arsenal links with Alvarez, he's really good to be a number 2. But what can you do when you've got Haaland ahead of you? I don't think they could have afforded to bring in a third striker. Just promote from within. Maybe that Carl Cole will be used as a striker. Because, you know what I mean? They've brought in Doku and they're going to Jeremy Doku. So that's going to fuck with him on the wing. He looked good against us. Brilliant goal against us. Do you know what I mean? What does Arteta do? Buy a French kid that doesn't know the league. Pep, sorry. So I feel for basically the Phil Fodens and the Carl Cole. I saw someone put something on. Well, I'm buzzing people. I'm like scared. I swear I heard the door, you know. I could have sworn I heard someone touch my door or something. No fans for Saudi, bro. You won't get many views. Need to cover games in Turkey. You'll get views. You should try it. Cool. I will do. Which network, mate, but mainly shows Turkish games, bros? Hold on, what did that say? Maybe Nasha. Hold up. Hold on, guys. I got to search something here. Whoa, that's a bit weird. You know what? I'll find that later. How the fuck do I find something on my phone? Guys, do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. That's very weird. I'm gonna have to chase that up in a minute. Right, guys, who is with me? Anyway, I can't stand that smug Portuguese. You love it. Ronaldo's a good-looking phenomenon. To be fair, he's fit, bruv. Yeah, I still wouldn't cover a game just for old Ronaldo, though. So forget that. Right, UE, as you are the Turkish don at the station, what Turkish games are coming up, bros? Saturday. And what time is the usual? I know Turkey's only probably about an hour difference to England. So cool. I need a Fenerbahce. I need the Fenners. Oh, Galatasaray. Galatasaray got bare people from the Premier League, I swear. Even Fred's gone over there, innit? Yeah, our first slip up of the season. No, bro. It's been decided we're going to look good again for a minute. We're on a run. I think Man United come and then the Chelseas, the Tottenhams and Man City. Don't worry, the games get interesting real soon, bros. We've been blessed for the first 3-4 weeks of the Premier League. But we haven't looked good. Bro, again, here's the intention from the club. Yeah? Holding new deal. So let's just not talk about holding. Tommy could have been on the way out if Timber didn't get injured. Anyway, let me just answer your question. This is what the club want to do. Tavares, Tierney, and Balogun, 3 definites, and 1 or 2 loans. I think they want someone with increased value. Tavares, Lokonga, Tierney, Tavares, Tierney, Lokonga. I'm forgetting someone, innit? I don't know who I'm forgetting. Lokonga. But they're going to all be loans. Even Tierney, they're saying loan, bros. 3, and I think we're going to sacrifice 1 or 2 big ones as well. It could be Partey, Gabriel. But what would be the plan? Imagine it happened in the last couple of days of the window. Surely we wouldn't do it. If it's going to happen, Tavares, what, bros? We will never get 30 mil for Tavares. I remember I said that to you immediately on the group. Balogun for sending me to Chelsea would be crazy. Well, Chelsea wouldn't give us 70 million for Balogun, bro. And remember, if Chelsea do buy him, it will be done over 8 or 9 years, bros. They'll give us 8, 7, 6 million a season. Tierney, I hear loan. Lokonga, I'm hearing Brighton will do a loan. And Tavares, I'm hearing loan. Balogun, we will get money. But again, teams have already noticed he's not in our matchday squads. We will admit him from our 25-man Premier League and Champions League squad. So what does that send out there? It's the same with Man City. Joey Cancelo is not in their Man City. Is not in Man City's 25-man Premier League squad. That means he's available and can leave the club. Exaka, Trusty, and someone else, and Turner, and Mari. We got a bit of money from, and Mavropanos. We got about 2 mil. We've earned about 35 mil, I reckon, bruv. Forest gave us 7. Mari was 4 or 5 mil. I don't know. We ain't earned that much. About 30. 20 for Exaka. 7 for Turner. 27. 32. I think it's about 38, 39 mil, bruvs. But again, Trusty was done 5 million if he achieves all his clauses, whatever, 2 million up front. And Mari, I think, was about 4.7 million. Again, we wanted 30 mil for Tavares. If we had just asked a Forest or someone for 15, it might have got done. Balogun, I've always told you, won't go for more than 35 mil. Who knows? We've played the long ball game for so long, we might even get 40, 45. I've always said it will be 35 mil. I said that as soon as we knew he was getting sold. If Chelsea do it, which they won't, they've got Brozier back, Jackson, Nkuku. I'm not disrespecting Balogun, but he ain't going to go Chelsea and have a great career. I wish him luck if he does that, bros. Chelsea won't finance it. It'll be done in add-ons. The most we'll get out of Chelsea is 7, 8 mil. That would be quite a lot. But he's obviously doing everything he can to annoy the club. He's banned for betting against them, remember? So he's sitting there having an interview. Did you see the interview the other day? He's a proper bastard, bro. I've always supported Liverpool ever since I was a kid. But I don't know why. Even when I was a kid, I've loved the way Arsenal played. Like, what bollocks? So basically what he was saying is he wants to play for Arsenal. Ivan Toney. He's already made the noises he wants to leave. He's already said it on this interview. Bros, it was on fucking the TV yesterday. Some pod he's done with a guy. He's already said the manager knows. He just said he doesn't know when the call will come. from a big club. He says unless it's a big club or somewhere where he wants to go or feels comfortable, i.e. Arsenal or Liverpool, he'd rather stay at Brentford. So I believe, but you never can trust these cunts, especially him, he bets against all his own teams, Peterborough, Newcastle and Brentford. If a Villa and West Ham come, you know what I mean? I'm not sure. He'll probably just ask Brentford for a wage rise and stay there. But he's already told his manager that if Arsenal and Liverpool come, he's out the door. They would want the most they could get for him. 50 mil. What time? 3 p.m. The good old-fashioned 3 p.m. Saturday. I don't think he's for us, bruv. The 3 teams that I know he's played for, he's bet against all of them. I don't know. What does that mean? Does it mean you're not that loyal? You want your team to lose? I don't know. He's not for us, bruv. He's not that good. There's only 2 ways we can do this. Keep the shite we have, like Nketiah or Jesus, or promote the level above, bruvs. Very different players. I believe in the system that we play. Yeah? More on the floor. I reckon that's more suited for Balogun. Tony is more Giroud. He's going to hold it up. The thing that Tony can do well is he has got an eye for a goal, even outside the box. And he's not bad with a penalty either. Brentford play a very different way. And I heard when he was on the bench, remember there was over 100 charges, that he was betting on Peterborough and Newcastle and Brentford all to lose games. Why would you want your teams to lose games? And it's a definite 100% factual. When he was at Peterborough on loan, he betted on them to lose. Newcastle, he betted on them to lose. I'm pretty 100% sure it's the same at Brentford. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Whether you say Brentford win, lose or draw, you're not allowed to do that. And he was on the, apparently what saved him from getting a longer ban, he'd be on the bench most of the times. So I take it most of this was at Newcastle and Peterborough when he was shit. We need a proper striker. Why does everyone see it but Arteta? Same with Partey. The lineup should be easy, not so much with Arteta. But it's because he obviously rates his own bullshit. He thought Thomas Partey would be gone by now. Obviously, he couldn't get to America because of maybe some Phil Mitchell cases, whatever, some allegations and charges and visa problems. Then he went out a few days later. My suspicion levels are already raised there. I had a feeling we wouldn't want him at the club. UE was the same. It isn't right for the club, the image, the blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? African nations will be back in January as well. I thought Arteta just wasn't up for it all round. I just thought it would be a defensive midfielder or someone more defensive-minded than Keir Havertz. I don't get that. But Arsenal and Man United have made the same mistake. Believe me, Mount and Havertz, 2 massive mistakes. And I couldn't agree more, Daniel He. I'd say leave Tony alone. His off-the-field problems means he ain't worth the risk. Arteta wouldn't stand for that. And that's what I actually probably believe, because, you know what I mean? You're not allowed to defend your own player, even when I don't know, whatever that prick injured Leno, and when Lucy went crazy. That's all he done. He lost his Arsenal career for that. Good night. I'm off to search things on the internet. You're very funny. Very, very funny. Have Wilson or Isaac from Newcastle over him. And they're not being sold. Yeah, word was, if Newcastle got a striker last summer, or the one that Nketiah or whatever, the guy that's at PSG now, word on road is Callum would have left. So, yeah. A centre mid. I guarantee if we're to sign a centre mid, that means Partey goes. But, bro, he won't drop Havertz, bro. Look what he's doing to Partey. He's playing him at right back. He's playing him, at right back to accommodate the man himself, Keir Havertz. So, bro, I think we're done in the centre of mid. We're done, mate. We could have got the Tuchumeni possibly from Madrid. Do you know what I mean? But they're now not going to do business at the end of the window, and they can't get Mbappe. When they were trying to raise Mbappe money, they would have done a deal for him or Camavinga or Valverde. So Seido's gone. Levea's gone. Fuck me. Could they be talking about Zubamendi again? I don't think we're getting a central midfielder, mate. What about Mason Greenwood? Again, Mason Greenwood. Someone actually did say that to me. Lee Akers said we should go for Mason Greenwood. He's a quality player. But again, Arteta isn't ballsy enough to do something like that. I'm not saying I want Mason Greenwood at the club. All I will say is everything I've seen from Mason Greenwood, he's a better striker pound for pound than Eddie Nketiah. I wonder if he scored more than 15 goals in his league career, in his career. Remember, he's a lot younger than Nketiah. To where? My brakes are gone. I'll be pulled over. That's actually legit. The brakes are gone. I'm scrapping it. The car's gone in the morning, bros. The car's gone. But I'll phone you about that. I don't talk about my business over here. Want to give me to where? Can you text me, please? I accidentally hit the dislike button. I've been trying to search the last half hour. How I can undo. You don't. What you do is just go and press the like instead. So again, just put the thumb up instead of the thumb down, and then it reverses it. But thank you so much. I'd like to hear. Sorry for that. No problem, my brother. Shouts out to you, Mr. Joe. We are just about to be off the stream. Real ones, any final thoughts before I do go? I'm going to refresh this phone. See if we've nicked any new subscribers tonight. I doubt it, but you never know. No. 1875. But all genuine. Maybe a right back and Saka cover to cover. I don't believe we'll do Saka cover either. We've got Nelson. We've got Trossard. Then there's Vieira. Then there's Emil Smith-Rowe. Maybe a right back and Saka cover to come in. I don't think we are done. I don't think we're done. I think there's going to be a right back. Maybe a 3 million loan. Cancelo. I always said it, even at the start of the window, would get him. And then I thanked God when we got Timber instead, because I didn't want him at the club. Because after our £200 million spree, bruv, all we done was a loan, Raya. Brentford begged us to give us the money and just make it permanent now. But we done this long thing to them. And now it's a loan with a possible obligation. If he reaches certain things like amount of league games where he's on the bench so far. To be another Farmers League, not worth covering in my opinion. So then, say no more. I'd rather go for the Turkish League. Do you know what I mean? Bit of Fenerbahce. And definitely more. I should cover more German football. And I'm going to tell you why. And I hope Daniel hears it. YouTube Studio sent me their analytics. They give me a weekly analytics. I don't know. They've been doing, yeah. They sent me some nice emails, obviously, yeah, telling me about I've been murking it for the last couple of months and blah, blah, blah. And to carry on. So that's lovely. Thank you, YouTube. Thumbs up. Telling me to do shorts and other things. But what was my point? Yes, it asked me a question. It said, which country do you think, apart from the UK, do you get most viewers? And it was A, Germany, B, Nigeria, or C, the USA. I know occasionally I used to have a couple in the USA and Canada, but I answered Germany. And that actually was right. Do you know what I mean? So whether that's the Jean Arby's when he was there, the Daniel Keys, do you know what I mean? Whether it's just 1, 2, 10 or 20, at this moment in time, YouTube claim that I'm most watched in Germany, apart from the UK. So for this, I must cover a German game. I might go for one this Friday, because I know they love showing a German game on a Friday. Do you know what I mean? Fulham are playing well and don't look like pushovers at all. 3 points will be tough. But 3 points we'll get. There's no Mitrovic. They're not going to be scoring goals. Do you know what I mean? Saliba should have people like the Cora Reed or whatever in his pocket. Yes, Leverkusen. Yep, exactly. That's what I was just saying. Do you think the Premier League is turning into a one-team league? City have won the league 3 years in a row. I think it'll be 4 this season. Bro, it'll never be like Scotland or somewhere else where you win the league by 20 points. Do you know what I mean? The Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal are all striving to be better. But sometimes, again, do you know what I mean? The guy loses a 32 or 33-year-old Mahrez. He could play Phil Foden. He could play Carl Cole, who both look class. I mean, well, we know Foden is class. What does he do? He buys the best talent in France, Jeremy Deco. Why wouldn't we spend 55 million on a winger? Martinelli, if he doesn't start scoring and producing more assists, I already think shit. And then it's going to be Trossard to replace him. I want an Ansu Fati, a Jeremy Deco. Anything apart from the fucking Trossard and the Dross that didn't help us win the league last year. So I'm seeing the same again. It isn't a one league situation, bruvs, but all right, cool. Do you know what, it is a one team league, even though it's still a very competitive country and it's a great league. Let me tell you why. I see a stat the other day that scared the shit out of me, which made me realise we won't win the Premier League. And I'm going to go and look. Do you see the season Liverpool won it, bro? Yeah? Go check this stat out. Do you see from their first 28 league games, Liverpool won 27 of them. 27 league wins in a row, I do believe. Like, that is fucking unbelievable. Have I got that stat right? It sounds so unbelievable. You have to be almost perfect to beat City. We had our best chance, bruv. Last year was like 2016 when Leicester won the league. With the added competition of Champions League football now, and imagine if we ever did have an FA Cup or a League Cup run now, our league form will probably suffer. We'll get spanked by Tony Less Brentford 3-0. I don't think they'll off. Hold on. Jean RV, they'll get spanked. Oh, they got spanked by a Tony Less Brentford 3-0. I don't think they'll offer much resistance. But as I said, if we don't beat them convincingly, say goodbye to our Premier League chances. Don't think it'll be that convincing, bros. Like, Fulham won't be relegated this season. I never used to like Marco Silva. I'm pretty convinced he was at Everton, but he ain't a cunt. I've also seen the people in this chat at times is more than the people writing. I think people just watch. Oh, most definitely, bros. I've been looking at some stats, definitely. Here's another interesting stat for you, bros. In the last 4 weeks, universally, globally, whatever you want to call it, 55% of the people that have been watching me, and I can show you on the screen, bro. See, I mean, I'll whip my phone out and go to YouTube Studio. 55% of the people that watch me are subscribed. The other 45% of the people are not subscribed. I find that a very interesting stat itself. But the people then that buy their subscribers, I wonder what their one says. No, we had the same question when United were dominated on the Ferguson. Everything goes in circles. I'm confident City's stronghold will be broken. Yeah, but until it does, though, what does that mean? Arsenal will then go on a 3-4 year winning it in a row. And at this moment, yeah, they're just too shrewd in the market. As soon as something goes up, they will buy it. Some people are watching the beautiful face and staying quiet. Silent watchers, most definitely. And YouTube did confirm that, because why would 45% of the people be watching me be subscribed to the channel? Premier League has been won by the same team 4 years in a row. Okay, and that record will be broken this year. Do you know what I mean? Because that's something hard to do. But Liverpool, I don't think, are quite on that level to win the league. With the Timber injury and Makia Havertz signing, I'm afraid to say we're not ready. And do you know what I mean? No Jesus and Nketiah as a cunt. We ain't got strikers. So again, the same sort of reasons why we didn't win the league last year will be the same this year. Liverpool wouldn't have won it with the silly amount of goals that Firmino scored as a number 9, even though he did a lot for them that year. But Salah and Mane scored so many. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Saka ain't going to get 40 and Martinelli doesn't score 20. So bollocks. That's that out of the window. Hence why I always scream, we need a winner ASAP. And Danny AFC TV, I'm afraid to say, is always right. I definitely feel a fucking flu coming in. Getting their racks off. Watching us. Oh, most definitely. Mate, if you ever see, I forgot to tell you, oh my God, I'm the screenshot in the message. If you ever know what someone said to me on Twitter the other day, it was a guy as well. Oh my God. Let me just say what he said. I watch you naked, blah, 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 and I'm a guy. I'm a gay gooner, blah, blah. Do you mind? I went, mate, whatever rocks your boat. So it doesn't bother you that I'm blah, blah, blah. And I was like, mate, again, I can't see it. It's not in my face. Even if I think it's haram, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to leave 3 times in a row. Huh, interesting. It is very interesting. No evidence suggests that stranglehold will be broken, Manny. Yeah, not definitely not yet. Time for me to sleep. Yeah, I'm out the building as well, guys. Good night to Manny. Jean RB, that Liverpool 2020 team is better than us. I'd have to look at it 1 to 11 pound for pound. Remember, if you ask me how many world class players Arsenal have, it isn't that many. Do you know what I mean? Is Thomas Partey world class? I know Saka and Saliba are. After that, do you know what I mean? Erdegaard, I suppose, is knocking on the door, but even again, I don't like the way he started the season. That's okay. I'm hand in bath most nights watching here. Absolutely fantastic. But on that note, guys, shouts out to everyone who has watched. I love and adore you all. I will be back. Who knows? It could be tomorrow for a live watch along. But I doubt it. I don't think I'll cover the Saudi League. But a German game is coming up, so I will go and look at the fixtures. I'm gonna start. I've got to give myself a diary and start planning my schedules and then getting it out there on the social media, the Twitter, and just about Twitter really, and TikTok, of course. Do you know what I mean? But Jean RB, shouts out to you. Manny, you're a man of the match. UE, you're a legend. Linda, Phil, Daniel He, everyone else in the stream. Joe Montana, you're all legends. Jean RB, everyone, anyone that I've missed, I'm so sorry. But guys, please get a massive big likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. And of course, you'll catch me tomorrow, 10 p.m. live as normal. Guys, big love, big respect. Let's hope Arsenal finish this window strong. Honestly, though, I can't see it. Big up, guys. Good night, y'all. Peace.